Hello, TechSpecs here, and today I am reviewing Transformers Generations Sandstorm, who's part of the thrilling 30th line for 2014, and I believe he's Series 2, and maybe number 3 of the line, I'm not sure. I picked him up in B&M, and he was £12.49 I think, which is cheaper than I've seen from most other places. This guy is amazing. Since I got him maybe 2 days ago, and I've only just got around to review him, but unlike most Transformers, which I've transformed a few times and put on a shelf, this guy I could not leave alone. He's so much fun to go between his 3 modes. And yeah, maybe a bit biased, but I highly recommend buying this guy. From the thrilling 30th line, I've had some bad luck. I got, is it Trail Cutter? I forgot what they renamed him to now, but my Trail Cutter had parts missing, and after emailing Hasbro and still waiting to get the parts, and that was last year I think. I really need to chase that up. And the Combiner Wars, I mean, I love the Combiner Wars figures, but they're all loose, and this guy is all clicky all over the place. You've got clicky joints here, clicky joints there. The amount of times I've transformed him and messed around with him, and he is just solid, stern. Right, we'll start off with him in bot mode because that's where he is. My only one issue is he's very back heavy, but you can move. You see his propeller fans or whatever you can. I like them back like this, but it does cause issues. So I'll just pose him and then put them wherever it's comfortable for them to go. His shoulders go up and they go. Move around. You have a bicep swivel. The wrists can fold inwards if you want them to do that. He's got a clicky elbow. He has, well, they go back quite far. You can move this, so it can go all the way back there. There's a thigh swivel. Knees, really nice clicky joint, go back 90 degrees. Kind of got a foot tilt, which only does the toes. You can, sorry, put it on camera, you can wiggle them a bit. Its head, good range of movement. Can look up a bit, look down quite far. Turns, it's on a ball joint, which is quite nice. Oh, move that out of place. Right, that's it for posability. Now the fun bit is transforming him. I think I'll transform him to, might do him to the VTOL mode first. Sorry, I was just trying to decide. I got all excited because I get to transform him on camera and I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go with that. He's also got nice light piping. I don't know if it really shows up, but you can kind of see his eyes are blue. You see like the light piping on the back of his head. But I've had him in some poses where he's just been sitting there in the sun, it's just gone beautifully behind, and I've got this pair of piercing blue eyes staring at me. And the head sculpt itself is quite nice actually. Let's bring him in and zoom in so you can have a proper look. There we go. Actually a really nice head sculpt. It's kind of like a white colour around the face, and then you've got the piercing blue eyes and the black. Paint wise and colour wise, should I say, he's nice. There's a lot going on with different colours, but in a good way. So when you look at him, it's all broken up. It's not just one solid lump of one colour or another. There's a lot of yellow, but you got the black and then you got the silver detailing. I have had some paint chipping off here, but I think that's just where it grazes for transformation. Right, talking of transformation, let's transform him. So start with pulling this up. Actually, if you untab these bits first, see they're on like a hinge. You can just pull them out, which releases the chest. Now fine, if you pull the landing gear right up, like I've got it like this, if you do it just right, the head should quite nicely fit through the gap. If not, just give it a little, there we go. The head goes down into the chest like that. This bit, see, there we go. See, there's these 2 pegs. They will click in up there. You can see you've got this bit which is clipped in to hold it. Just fold down the landing gear. Right, if you pull these bits up here, you can fold the fists in. Do that on both sides. There we go. Okay. And then for the VTOL mode, these bits kind of stay where they are. I think these are like the side flying fins or something. And what you do is you take his legs, and you'll see there's a yellow peg here, and there's also like a groove on the inside and a peg here on the leg. So if you peg his legs together, they peg in really nice and tight, they're really sturdy, don't come apart. Then you take the toes, fold them back, and these bits at the heel just go inside. Right, and then turn them up this way. Take this bit, fold it up, and then unpeg this. There's a peg here and a hole here. There we go, and that just pegs in there like that. You fold this bit back, like so. Then you'll see on the back of the legs there's two pegs and there's two holes just here. So if you line those up, you might have to angle the tail up a bit to get them to peg in. There we go, get on. Oh, you'll hear them clicking, and if you just peg them in and then wiggle it around, it'll all hold together. Then you fold these bits up to make the tail. You can push these bits up a bit so they kind of rest on the bottom like that. And I'm trying to remember if these bits go here. Oh no, these bits go further back, I think. Oh no, they do go here. I'm just going to check I'm doing this right. I've done this so many times and I go to do it on camera and completely forget what I'm doing. Right, that's why that isn't there. Right, bear with me 2 seconds and I'll have a quick look. Right, anyway, without, this does go back. So you need to unclip here and the arms will go back. You can see there's a little tab here and there's a tab on the, like a hole on the inside which pegs in, like so. And then these will go back and you can see they'll sit flush along here. You do the same with the other one. Unlike I was trying to do a minute ago, trying to do it all wrong in my own way. And if you look, there's a, where am I looking exactly? There's a peg here. I don't know if you can see that, and there's a hole just here. So what were the arms just peg in like that. Now hold them together tightly. But then you just turn these round. So they look like VTOL engines. I like to have mine just angled a bit forward so you can see. If I pull these down like that, take the landing gear out, and if we put him down, okay, move the camera a bit, and there we go, that's him in VTOL mode. I didn't show this off in robot mode, I should have done, but this is quite possibly the worst Transformers rifle I've ever seen. It does have a flick fire missile, which goes not very far at all, and in VTOL mode, if you fold up the landing gear, and you'll see on this bit here, it's got, let's put it in the camera, and this bit here is kind of like two little catches. Kind of just push that up and clip it on, and you see this, the bit that's the handle has a wheel on it to make another sort of landing gear, so you can have it down with the landing gear on it. VTOL mode's really nice. It's got a lot of movement. You can move up these and angle them however you want to make it look like he's at different degrees of flight. I've seen a few pictures online of people mixing the buggy and the VTOL mode, which is kind of cool as well. So I might look into that and have a look. But overall, he looks really neat, considering, let's get that horrible thing, considering he's a triple changer. He doesn't look like, if you look underneath him, which I'll show you in a second, you can see the legs, but a lot of, some of the others, you can clearly see they have arms, and yeah, you can see it's got shape, but you can't see it as an arm, and apart from the thighs, you can't really tell they're legs. You know they are, but it's not really that obvious, which I really like. Right, and then we'll change him from this mode to buggy. And to change him to a buggy, that's the way I like to fold these up and out of the way, so they're not in the way. unplug the arms, and then for this, if you fold these out like that, bring the glass up, which makes one of these side windows. Do the same the other side. Try and unpeg it gently. Fold this round and bring this up, like so. There we go. So you've got the arms back like this with the windows up, and you unpeg the tail, like so. Grab this whole section. You see this whole section unpegs and it lifts up. Then we move it back and you'll see this will clip in here. Hear that clip in, like that. Pull the legs down so they're straight. Right, and then the arms look underneath, like this. Bring the whole assembly up. See it kind of clips in there. See the other side? It doesn't clip in, but it holds in nicely. And fold the landing gear up because we don't need that anymore. And then if you see these black fins go up on the thighs, then we take these bits here, which cover the front wheels. You see they kind of rest in place here. You can see the other side. Well, if you want to look at my arm, I'll show you the actual transformer instead. There we go. Like that. And you can kind of see it's forming the front of the car quite well. And then what you do is you take these parts of the leg here back. If you unpeg them, which I can do just this part and leave these parts together here, and you see they fold round. It's a horrible noise. So you're left with this, and you can see the rest of the legs are tabbed together. And then what you do is you take these bits, and if you line it up, you'll see there's oh, to move this bit up first. There we go. So there's a peg here and there's a hole here. You kind of wiggle it around and you see it pegging together like that. Right, so again on the other side, there's the peg hole there. If you lift this up, you see there's the peg here, which will go in that hole there when you line it up. Like that. And you take the back and bring it down. Like that. This bit on the hinge here. Let's move these out of the way. The hinge, so you put it forward and it will sit overwards, and then if you put these down, they cover up the windows we saw earlier. And turn the wheels round here. You see there's like a big gap underneath, and this part here, if you just push that firmly in, same the other side, you turn it round, then you see this bump here will fit nice and firmly into this hole here, like that. And there you have Dune buggy. With the Dune buggy you can also take the really cannon that I don't like. I actually don't mind it on the buggy, but I don't like it underneath the helicopter or him holding it. But again, that's just personal preference, and you've got somewhere to store it on all three modes if you want. He rolls really well. But yeah, I'd highly recommend getting this guy, and now because I have this guy I know there's Springer, and I've heard good things about Springer and Blitzwing too, but I'm not sure about Blitzwing. But anyway, I've been Tech Specs and this has been Sandstorm. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again with another Transformers review.